are also members of our community here. I had some public servants of long standing, and I had also people who served largely in previous governments at national level, the last 3 administrations, including the Kibaki administration, when we mooted the Vision 2030 for this country. And I had a few of those people. So I had my session, and I poured my thoughts on what I thought about the entire of this county. So we would start from Larry, and I would tell them, how do I see Larry? What would I want to see in Larry? And then we went around the entire county. We came to Kabete, down all the way to Kiambu. And because I had had the good fortune, for which I must thank most of you as members of this community, for having given me the opportunity to serve as a senator for 10 years. I had good imagination, I had a good view of how we would want to see this county look like. So around the whole circle, and then we got to Juja, and then finally, after all the issues I raised in Juja, then to Thika. And when we got to Thika, we really had an intense talk with my team. Because at first, for them to buy my idea that there is merit, that we can elevate the status of this town as it is, and gain benefits that are tangible by converting this into a city, we had to have quite some engagement. My reasoning was simple, and I believe we can still put it on the table and validate it this morning. As my good friend Mzee Gito Kahengeri said this morning, when they fought in the caves in the Rugo River, he used one word. He said they had a vision. In my argument and discussion with my team, I placed Thika the way it is on the table for them. And I told them that it is not just coincidental, and this is the persuasion. That's what I would still want to persuade you this morning. That it was not accidental that Thika is what it is today. It was not an accident that our friend, the acting managing director of Del Monte, that Del Monte in a whole country called Kenya found itself in Thika. Indeed, where you are sitting this morning, for a man to have made a decision to take his hard-earned money and invest it in a hotel of this size, in a place called Thika, was not accidental. And all those industries that line up this road all the way down, it isn't by accident. There was intent in the minds of those people. When they put all those pieces of what we call today opportunity together to have this community that works and has worked out the way it is to be called Thika. But then, when that happened, and we had what we would call the motion that has created what we see today, my question was, for us, the intervening generations or people, did we continue with that spirit? Did we continue with those thoughts? Did we do what they did? Did we continue with that tempo? And if we did, are we in the right place? If we did not, where would we have been? That was my argument. I'm just bringing it back. I hope it's Dr. Kagiri around today, this morning. Now, Dr. Kagiri was one of he served in the team of Kenya Vision 2030. He was one of the members in my team. And so in the course of that engagement, I brought out my argument that if you go and take stock today, then that was 2022, of the industrial growth of Thika then, and backwards, you had more activity, you had more benefit backwards from when it was done than moving forward. That indeed we have had a retrogression since then. So what is it that we have not done up to now that should have seen this be a better place? And lastly, then we got to an assessment. What are the current pro-factors that would say we make our argument a sensible argument, that we've got the opportunities, that we've got the chance, that indeed we have what it takes to make Thika a city? And I can take just 2 minutes to have that discussion with you this morning, and we agree. If you start first historically, if you look at the growth of any city, and you can use the Kenyan cities and towns that have grown and blossomed to be success stories and economic hubs for communities. One of the obvious principles, right from Mombasa all the way up to Nairobi, going to Nakuru, all the way to Eldoret, and finally Kisumu, is that they all share one common trait, that they are all placed directly adjacent to busy communication corridors that have then made them those advantageous hotspots where business can start to happen when minds, opportunity, and talent meet and coagulate. And that's how a small town like Nakuru was born. That is the history of Eldoret. That is the history of Kisumu. So what about Thika? And Thika, one of my people, I think it was Salome or Kagiri, was writing some notes to me, and I was smiling when I read your notes, because you are saying exactly the same thing that I argued those days. Thika is squarely placed on the Trans-African Highway, that you can use this road to go all the way to Ethiopia and to Sudan and to any other country. And you can use this road to go to Malawi. You can go to Zambia using this road. You can go all the way up to South Africa using this road. So in terms of opportunity for business and growth and market, we are not looking. We have the natural advantage as Thika. And that is why, by the way, all the other industries that were here blossomed. That's why they did. If you ask the GM, Del Monte today, amongst the advantages he counts that he can package his pineapples, and within a short time, they're in the airport, they're on the railway, and they're headed for export. So we are not lacking. Two, currently here, and has been said here by many of my friends who spoke before me, look at the opportunity we have. At the number of young people. I hear now you have baptized them, that beautiful word, Gen Zs. But even before then, over and over again, how many young people are we spanning out in Thika across all manner of talent and training, with all the universities and other technical institutions that are all housed here in Thika? There is no other single town in the entire of Kenya that has got the advantages that we have here in terms of human resource and capital. None. But have we harnessed it? And then certainly you may want to ask yourself, and probably to answer one of that question that has been posed by DG, also posed by everybody here, how did we become an attraction? That you find that Thika, if you went to ask individually people here, where are you born? Then you find that that one is born in Gatundu, the other one is born in Kandara, the other one is born in the other place, and we have all found ourselves in this place. There is a reason. Because those advantages put together have become the magnet that has put all of us in the same place, but urging us to do a little bit more and a little bit better, to push that effort that was put and that mind that incepted Thika then to a higher level and to a better place. And that is why in my manifesto, when we came up with the document, we came up with that document and we said that when it comes to Thika, we are going to convert Thika into an industrial, smart city. Industrial, because we already had it, we only needed to do more, and smart, because we had already started and we have what it takes to make it even smarter, if you like that.